my wife, for 53 years, and bless her heart, she and I had a tough first 10 years at Texas. And if you're old enough, you remember those 10 years. The next 10 years, Tom, were better, but not great. And the third 10 years have been really, really good. And I think the difference is in winning. For some reason, you all like to win. I think our biggest challenge, it started with money. Didn't have the money to pay the salaries of coaches that we wanted to hire. That started with money. Then you looked at our facilities, and if you had the money to hire coaches, they weren't going to come because the facilities weren't very good. The third thing was the conference we were in. Southwest Conference, bless its heart, but, all schools except, I can't remember the other school, but all the schools were in the state of Texas. And kids didn't want to go to the Southwest Conference. If you remember the times, they were going to UCLA, Miami, Florida State. They were going everywhere, USC, Oklahoma graduate too, by the way, but he's come a long way. It started with money, then facilities, then the conference. And we got the conference thing fixed when we put the Big 12 together. So we had the money, we had the facilities fixed. We spent $400 million or almost $400 million on facilities. And we got the conference fixed, and that allowed us to do the fourth thing, and the fourth thing was go out and hire the right coaches. And in the last 10 years, we have had the right coaches there. So I think what we learned from it was 25 years ago, we sat down and said, okay, what do we need to do to get where we need to be? And it took a long time. I know you're not patient. I've learned that. It took a long time, but we've worked our way to the point now where we feel like we're one of the best. And we feel like we can compete with anybody. And we feel like people are chasing us, and we're not looking back. We're going to keep going and keep making it better.
That little piece on winning, it's not as simple as it sounds. That means you got to have the right coaches who recruit the right student athletes who are willing to take on all of the pressure that we put them under. I mean, train at the highest level, go out in front of the public and win, succeed, be a tremendous student at a world-class institution where the classroom is far more competitive sometimes than the athletics arenas are. You have a social, newness to freshmen. They come in at 18, they're on their own for the first time while we're putting pressure on them to train and succeed, pressure in the classroom. Now we want them to embrace Austin and UT socially. And then, by the way, comport yourself to a T. Don't make a mistake. Please don't do something that puts your team or your coach in the newspaper the next day. Now think about that. Now, all of us were freshmen, right? I swear, I tell this to our coaches every day. I do not believe that I would be capable every day to be consistent, to do what we ask our kids to do. But they do it, and they're amazing. And they inspire us every day simply because they take it on. I mean, they're there, they put the uniform on, and I'll tell you what, when you step up to the line, that says something about you. So to me, the winning part, that means all of that has to work right. So the winning part really takes up 95% of our day because it's that hard. Everything has to be right for those W's to go in the column.